Okay, I am here again. I cannot believe I'm here again for something similar to the same conversation. Something I don't really do. We have Baltimore, Maryland in the building. I'm representing Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Shout out to everybody on Kick, everybody on YouTube, and everybody on Facebook. We got Greensboro, North Carolina in the building. Oh boy. We have Houston, Texas in the building. The lovely and beautiful Lady Lioness. Ooh, cutie. We have Houston, Texas in the building. We have San Francisco, California. We have South Central LA in the building. I just had a very weird experience. I figured, let me share this. Maybe this could help you all. This Diddy thing, they're a little bit over whooping, or is it me? Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I was just chilling, going through my YouTube account on my phone, relaxing. We got Indianapolis, Indiana in the building. And, I'm not going to be able to see anything interesting on my phone maybe for a while because everything is going to be Diddy. The beautiful and gorgeous May is here. Hi, May. QB pie. So, oh man. So, I don't like the same stuff over and over. So now I got to wait because this is going to be Diddy, 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 Diddy all took tonight because it's early. So everybody haven't even got off work yet. So when everybody get off work, it's gonna be like Diddy, 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 Diddy. It's gonna be crazy. I might as well. I probably just work out this evening. Ain't no need of me even paying no attention to YouTube. I might have to go over on Instagram. They'll still be having a variety of conversations over there, but YouTube is gonna be Diddy, 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 Diddy. It is unbelievable. Hey, Lady Lioness is tripped out. So I started thinking, should I have an opinion? Why I don't have an opinion? You know, because some people are happy and some people disappointed. And I'm like, well, why I'm not happy or disappointed? What's wrong with me? I've been talking about it too. You know, why I don't care. I don't why for some reason I don't feel like justice wasn't served. For some reason, I don't. You know how something happens, you have victims, and you be hoping things work out for the victims. So I'm wondering what's wrong with me. We have Buffalo, New York in the building. We have South Carolina in the building. So I'm looking at it, and I just had to analyze myself. I figured I'd go live and discuss it. And I'm wondering what's wrong with me because, from what I'm seeing, I'm supposed to either be I'm supposed to be happy for Diddy or sad for Cassie and The miscellaneous woman is no longer miscellaneous. I don't want to be saying her too much because it's a rapper's baby's mama. And I'm saying, well, why covering it as much? Why don't I have a dog in the fight? Why I don't care. I'm trying to figure out why I don't care. I've been talking about it. Seems like I should care one way or the other. I think I should care. I don't know. I'm a little confused. I'm trying to figure out why I don't care. Why it's not affecting me. I usually have some type of point of view on stuff. Why I don't got no point of view on this? Because so I'm gonna talk about it. So I'm scrolling around. I'm watching everybody. I watch Tisa Tales. She's the main reason I'm over here. Yeah, I'm over here for Tisa. Oh, with her extra pretty self. I watch Tisa sometime when I want to hear some gossip. I kind of like her better than the other lady. The lady with the short hair. Y'all know I'm talking about the black lady? I don't like her, the gossip lady. What's her name? Because I'm trying not to remember stuff no more. I had somebody ask me, say, was your memory going bad? I'm like, no, I'm practicing. I'm practicing not concentrating on certain stuff. Tasha K. Yeah, I'm practicing. Tasha K. I don't know why I don't like Tasha K. Does anybody have any idea why I don't like Tasha K? Uh, I can't listen to either one of them too much. You know, I can't listen to gossip for too much. After a while, I have to turn Tisa off. You know, but Tasha, I don't know. It's just something about it. It's just like I don't know, man. I don't know why I don't like her. I watched her like 5 or 6 times, and then I said, I can't watch this lady. I don't like her for some reason. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here. You say you smashing on reparations, I tell you. So I'm here because, yeah, I'm scrolling around, y'all. And, I see Tisa. So I know she took a L, right? Because she was, Diddy against Diddy. I can't stand Diddy. So, of course, when I see her, let me see. So I go, and she was crying almost today. She was crying. She was really upset. Like really, really, really upset. Her eyes was all watery. I started checking me like, what's wrong with me? Why my eyes aren't watery? Why I don't have any emotions? What is wrong with me? She was crying. She was really emotional. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm intelligent. I can figure out emotions. So I'm trying to find out where the emotions is coming from. So I'm thinking about the case. And I couldn't pull up no emotions. She was crying because Diddy got off. And she hates Diddy. And she wanted Diddy to go to jail. Basically, this is more. She really, really wanted him to go to prison. Really, for real, for real. She wanted Diddy to go to prison. So I'm trying to figure out maybe is she light skinned and she kind of can identify with the light skinned ladies that would she find some kind of bond with Cassie and you know the light skinned ladies? Did she? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Alexis, you know, I'm trying to figure if it was something there that made her connect, or is it because they women? I start thinking she got too emotional. She was talking about it too much. That's what I start feeling like. I said I feel like Mrs. Moore. I feel like it's a possibility she talked about it too much. As a content creator myself, you can't. You got to be careful with certain conversations. With certain conversations, you'll end up with your emotions into the discussion. It's become a little bit too personal. So like psychological, I'm looking, I'm saying Tisa been talking about this too much. She didn't wrap too much of her energy into it. She didn't put too much of her hopes in it, hoping that he was found guilty. And then when he wasn't found guilty, the way she put so much energy into it, and when he wasn't found guilty, it kind of, you know, hurt her because she wanted him to be guilty so bad. That's why I went out my way to not care about that. I went out my way not to care if, as a content creator or as somebody providing information, I went out my way to not want to see him be guilty and not want to see him be innocent. I worked on that mentally. I told myself mentally that I'm not cheering for either side because I felt like if I cheer for a side, I don't think I would be a good I don't think I would do a good job discussing it. I'd be too biased. And so anytime I thought things was going against him, it wasn't because I was against him. Although so many people do that, that when people see me saying what I thought was against them, they thought I was like everybody else, and they thought that I was against them. So I was saying that what I seen was against them, but that wasn't the case. I wasn't making no decisions based on against or for. I was just making my decision on how I'm just looking at it myself. I didn't put myself in it like Tisa and Sean. I think they did a horrible job, both of them. I think Tisa Tails and Sean G. I think they did a horrible job. They was too much invested to be talking to anybody. She was anti Diddy and he was pro Diddy. They both was whack. They was trash. It's like, come on, y'all. You know, that's what's wrong, especially in America right now, with our news programs. Our news programs is Democrats and Republicans. How the hell you gonna have a Democrat and Republican news? What kind of news is that? That's why the news is horrible. The Democrats is all Democrats, and the Republicans don't do nothing right, and the Democrats do everything right. And Fox News is opposite. The Democrats don't do nothing right, and the Republicans do everything right. It's crazy. Then you got the white news where white people do everything right and black people don't do nothing right. Both of them is the white news. But that's a whole nother story for another day. So I don't be wanting to do that. So I really be checking myself on that. I didn't give a damn what would happen to Diddy. Because I didn't like nobody in the trial. I thought they was all a bunch of users. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was all a bunch of pimps and hoes and users, you know. I'm like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on. But it was crazy because I was watching Tisa Tales. Shout out to Tisa, poor baby. Oh, she was, oh man. I was watching Tisa Tales and she was out there and she was really emotional and teary eyed and angry and crying. Then some brother came out and he was, yeah, Diddy, Diddy. And he ran all up on her and he was mad at her because she was anti Diddy. And she had her boyfriend and somebody sent her with security because some nut that I never didn't come in the picture was Diddy, yeah, free Diddy, yeah. So I'm sitting there looking at the two extremes. While I'm listening to the one extreme, this brother is Diddy, yeah. Tisa tells you ain't no good. It's Diddy. It's Diddy. You talking against Diddy. Yeah. And she cried. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, that's why I came over here. I said, oh, I got to talk about this here. Oh, yeah, I got to discuss this. I got to discuss this. I said, I knew I was in the middle. Some people was trying to play me like I wasn't in the middle. I gave that verified. I've been right down to the middle because I was looking at both of them like they was crazy. Why I didn't pick a side because I ain't never picked one. I wasn't on nobody's side. So I'm looking at both of them. I'm like, dude tripping, like free Daddy. And Tisa was crying. And Tisa got belligerent. She got belligerent. It was deep. She was really, 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 really emotional in it. She started saying, these dusty men out here, broke, dusty. You know what I'm saying? I said, damn. Hey, y'all, go watch it, though. Hold on. Hold on. Go watch it, though. Go watch it. If you want to see some good entertainment, hey, man, go watch Tisa, man, on that last one. Man, go watch that last one. Go watch that last one. It's right here at the top. It was, hey man, that's why I'm back. I know you wonder why he back. That's why I'm back. I had to put y'all up on this. Well, go watch this one. Verdict Watch. Shocking verdict. Diddy walks free with Tisa Tales. Look, see, I'm doing something wrong. 322,000 views. See, I'm doing something wrong. I'm gonna have to cry. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cry. I had to cut me up some onions. I'm gonna have to put some onions over here, and I'm gonna have to, if I want to get my views up, now I got to work on. I got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my views up. I got to do something. I either got to get angry or I got to cry. I should have been over here. Diddy, man. They ain't do Diddy right, man. Black man holding him down. You know what I'm saying? I should have carried with the bullshit. I'm too honest, man. I can't make no money like this. I'm not gonna never do well. Yeah, the one at the top, go watch it. I gotta, I gotta, you know. I got to either just accept, uh, you know, I'm not, nobody likes what I'm saying. They're like, the hell with Pharaoh, choose a side, punk. You know, hey, people want me to choose a side. They don't like this, you know. I need to choose a side. I'm ran away both sides. I didn't ran away both sides, y'all. I done ran away both sides. I could have got the ones crying for Casey and them. So I could have got the ones crying for Cassie. I could say, it's a shame, man, the way they did Cassie, man. You don't do no women like that, man. You know, that's not what we do. These is women like his children. You know, I should have did that. I should be pimping. I should be pimping the internet. I should be like a reverend pimping. You know what I'm saying? I should have pimped one of them sides. I should have pimped on Tisa's side. And this don't make no sense. Our women out here. I got daughters. You know? I could have, you know, and that man do that to them daughters. We love our women out here, and these women out here living their life, and you gonna do that to them and get off? You know, I could have get off. I could have, or I could have did the black side. I could have pimped the black side. Man, he a black brother, man, and they just trying to run some on Diddy because he black. You know what I'm saying? Because he black. That ain't no serious case. You know what I'm saying? Them some HOs, you know. I gotta go take me some classes, you know. I gotta search how to be full of shit. Huh. $30 an hour, and we would teach you how to be a bullshit ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I need some classes. You know, I need to take some bullshit ass nigga classes or some, or get some emotions. You know, I need me a woman gonna give me some emotions. To, you know, one, hey, see temptation. I need to go take some bullshit ass nigga classes, or I need to take some how to cry like a little bitch classes. You know, how to cry like a little bitch, 30-day classes. Okay, Pharaoh. Do you cry? No, I don't cry, motherfucker. Okay, well, we're going to get you to cry. This is what, okay? Now try to start out. Think about your worst trauma. Did your mother pass away? Yeah. Yeah, my mother passed away. Okay. Okay, that's not working. Okay, did your father pass away? Yeah, my father passed away. Okay. Do y'all got some onions or something I could rub under here? You know, and I could get a tear or something. So I say, well, something got to choke you up. Did you have any bad childhood experiences? Uh, I fixed up my bike one time and somebody stole it. You know what I'm saying? I had put some monkey bars on my bike, and I had put some motorcycle handlebars on my bike and some tape on there, and somebody stole it. That was dramatical. They said, okay, come back tomorrow. We'll get you there. Okay. Not a tear yet. No, but so they was there. They was there. They was, boy, Tisa was there. She was crying. Some brother was hollering at her. He wanted to really get at her because she was against Diddy and he was for Diddy. And then she got real crazy. She started saying, and these ugly, dusty men out here. What the hell? She started calling them ugly and dusty. I never seen it was Y'all gotta go watch it. It's funny if you like me. If you're stupid like me, it's funny. Now it might not be funny, y'all, but to me it was unbelievable. It was the best. I'm gonna go back and watch the whole thing. I stopped watching it to come over here. But I'm gonna go back. Oh, Alexis, it was unbelievably funny. I mean, now you know Tisa was upset, so that wasn't funny. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't, that made me want to sing to her. When I seen her crying, I start hearing dun 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 dun. I wanted to walk up to her. What's it all about? This crazy love. Yeah, I want to sing some. A love like mine could never ever be. I want to come sing to her. It's gotta be. I could be. For that, I want to sing to Bobby. Shit. That's the best I could do. That's the best I could do. I want to. I want to. You know. Oh man, it's deep, man. It's really deep. They really, the brother was out there ready to fight over Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Pretending, you know what I'm saying? For real niggas out there like, nigga, fuck Diddy. Now what? He would have been like, he would have stood back and just, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really want no real smoke. But he act like he want to fight over Diddy. And then she was out there, these dusty men out here, dusty, broke, dumb men cheering for Diddy, and he would never even talk to them or give them their dusty asses a time of day. Boy, I was crying. I said, "Oh, Tisa, they lost her mind." She started cussing. It was true. I said, "Oh, she got all out of her character. She was big mad and big sad. She was crying. She was mad." And it did cast like that. And these ugly, dusty men are out here. She kept calling dude dusty and ugly and dusty. I said broke, and you're broke, dusty. I said, oh no. I said, okay, this is going too far. Oh man. She hate him and do love him. It was crazy to see. Hey, see Temptation is the funniest thing. She got big. I never seen her get. She was all out of character. Then she started crying. She had to get some tissue. She was crying for real. She was really, really, really. She was mad. She was real mad. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, it looked like idol worship. Dude looked like he idol worshiping Diddy, right? And she looking a little bit like celebrity hate. You know what I'm saying? Because she wouldn't be that mad if it was just a regular dude did that to a chick. She mad because it's Diddy. So I'm like, okay, this is idol worship on one side and celebrity hate on the other side. None of this is real because we have these situations happening in the community every day and nobody cry and nobody protest and nobody care. But because this is Diddy and Cassie, oh, whoa, now this is just so serious. It's really phony. Somebody came over here and said something real powerful. You know what I'm saying? Somebody came over here and said something real powerful. He said, let me show it. All right here, Tim. Tim said, It feels like one big circus. I'm mashing on reparations. Too much gossip and celebrity gazing. And I feel what you're saying because when it comes for reparations for black Americans, anything serious, ain't nobody got nothing to say. But when it comes to Diddy and gossip, oh yeah. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I mean it was something else, man. I said, dang, people is really, really emotional about him beating the case on both sides. People are extremely excited he beating the case, and people are extremely disappointed he beating the case. The guy from TMZ, who's the guy from TMZ? What's his name? The host from TMZ. He was all out the body too. Did y'all see that? Heck yeah, see them tapes. Y'all see the guy from TMZ? The guy that run it. I ain't never seen him like that before. I think that man hate black men. Because he's the same one trying to do all this stuff to get R. Kelly and everybody. That guy there, I believe that guy, I believe that guy is an R word. I really do. Because TMZ always targets black men. They don't never target no white people at all. They targeted R. Kelly. They targeted Kanye. They target any black person. They give them a different coverage. They give them a negative coverage and more coverage on the negativity. And if a white person do something negative, they give it very little coverage. Harvey, ain't that his name? Harvey Levin or something? Yeah. Y'all seen Harvey Levin watching the Diddy trial and seeing they taped it live and show when Diddy, you know, only had two cases and Harvey was mad. Harvey, man, I said, look at this right here. And all of the TMZ people was just looking at her because he had got out of character. That's something you need to go watch too. He was extremely mad, mad more than he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? He was extremely, extremely mad. You know what I'm saying? Extremely. Me with the Diddy trial, I thought he should have went to jail for the Frank Black buying stuff on a credit card, charging all that stuff on the business account. I thought that was racketeering. As far as the chicks, if a man do something to you and you go back, case closed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna lock nobody up that you keep running back to. You know what I'm saying? Talking about he tied me up Thursday, blah. I say he tied you up. I see you on Thursday. You like, I went to Diddy's and he tied me up and kicked me. I'm like, he bogus, man. He did what? He tied me up and kicked me. I said, oh, okay, we got to deal with this. Then I see you next Tuesday. Pharaoh, he tied me up and kicked me. How? What did he do? He came, kicked your door out. No, I had went back over there. Oh, hell no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Thursday you came, you said, Pharaoh, he horrible. I ain't gonna mess with him no more. He tied me up and kicked me. Then that next Tuesday, I see you crying. What you crying for? He tied me up and kicked me again. What, he came over and kicked it? No, I went back over there Sunday. Girl, girl, So I didn't really care about Casey and none of them girls. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really care. You know, I was like, you know, I don't know what to do about no walk-in victims. You stand in line. Where can I sign up? I want to be a victim, and I want to be a victim so I could complain. When they do that, you a walk up victim. You know what I'm saying? Come on, he victimized you over and over, and you stayed. That's how you know they was. That's how they wasn't hood black. You know what I'm saying? They was blackish like that, but they wasn't like hood black. Because if you got a hood black woman and you give her like $9,000 in a car and mistreat her, she gonna disappear. Okay, her and that 9 grand and that car is gone. Okay, it's gone, gone, gone. Okay, they gone. She not finna go get no 5,000 a month apartment. She gonna go get a $900 a month apartment. That's 10 months rent and a car. She gonna come up. And you ain't gonna never see her no more. Casey had love with him and he abusing her. Listen, I got daughters, and abuse is one time. If he beat your ass and you love him and you go back and get your ass beat, and you said, Daddy, he beat me up, but I loved him. Okay, I did, and you loved getting your ass beat. Get out of my face. All that come with it. You loved getting your ass beat. Okay, don't be talking about I loved him, but I didn't love getting my ass beat. Okay, but you went back to him and to getting your ass beat though. So I'm not with that. I'm not with the women letting somebody abuse them and say is love. I'm not with that. Or men either. You ever see these men? The wife hit him with a skillet. He talking about he love her. He go back. She hit him again. I'm not with that. At that point, it's your fault. Okay, you love him, but that's a personal problem. That's something you got to fix. Why you calling people in to help you with that? That's something you got to help with yourself. How can we help you with that? You want the police to help you with going back to get your ass beat? We supposed to help you when you there and he beat you up and you wasn't expected to get beat up. We're not supposed to help you keep going back to get beat up. Right. Women don't deserve to get beat up. So why would a woman go back and get beat up? If you don't deserve to get beat up and this man beat you up and you go back to get beat up, make some sense. You say you don't deserve to get beat up. So if you don't deserve to get beat up, why you keep going back to somebody to beat you up? At that point, it's your fault. At that point, you accepting it. And then when he beat you up so bad and he want to be with somebody else, now all of a sudden he the worst man in the world. Been the worst man in the world. You accepted it. You have to take responsibility for letting somebody kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? You let somebody kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking as a father. If her boyfriend beat her up, I go over there and get him, I threaten him. What am I supposed to do when my daughter go her ass back over there? So how many times is my daughter gonna go over there, and how many times should I go over there and defend my daughter that keep putting herself in danger? I told you don't go back over there. You went back over there. Okay, you on your own. If he knock you out, that's on you. I'm not doing nothing. I could have knocked him out the first time. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. These women go and get abused and then want sympathy for being a sucker and having low self-esteem and not going to find another man, keep chasing this loser. And then won't at a certain point want everybody else to be mad at a loser that they kept loving on. He's such a loser, but you kept opening up your legs to him. What that make you? So a police department, a man beat you up. The police, we come out. We supposed to come out every day or every week where you just stay in here and he keep beating you up and you keep calling us. What you want us to do? What you want us to do? What? What can we do? Seriously, as the police. If we arrest him, you ain't going to come to court and prosecute him. You know what I'm saying? I speak for men. You ever been with a woman and break up with her and she go get with somebody that beat her up all the time and be happy? She be happy with somebody beating up and calling names and pushing her down. Then she be with you. Some women like that. Some women, they want they feel like that's love. If you don't slap them, they don't feel like you love them. They want that much attention. To be honest with you, a lot of women be trying to get men that don't fight women, be trying to get you to hit them. Y'all want to hear the real? A lot of these women, they get beat up in relationships. If you was dating her, she would be constantly saying things to you, almost trying to get you to do it. It be something wrong with them too. They be shit starters, name callers, abusive. I'm telling you, man, I guarantee at least 85% of women that get abused are abusive themselves. They verbally abusive. That's why they stay with him, because ain't nobody else gonna put up with her motherfucking ass. Okay? That's why she stayed with him. That's why she's staying with him, because ain't nobody else gonna put up with you. Nobody gonna put up with you but another fool like you. Birds of a feather flock together. You abusive and all that yourself. That's a fact. I know. I done been with a lot of women. Some of them, they love to fight. They love to argue. They love to fight. They love to put their hands on men. They love putting their hands on men. Love it. They love putting their hands on men. They love talking crazy men. They love starting shit. Love it. Absolutely. They absolutely love it. They test you to see. And so many men go to jail for domestic because of that. I could have went to jail for domestic a whole bunch of times, messing with a woman. And when she get with a man that really beat her up really bad, she'll stay away from him a while and she'll get with him and then she'll stay with that one. She'll stay with that one and they'll have a big fight twice a year or whatever. Big one. But people get hurt, stuff get broken, cars get tore up, doors get kicked down. They do that once, twice a year. Then after their door get kicked down, they call the police, put it, have the police on them, put that paperwork on them where they can't come back around. This is supposed to go to court, order protection. This is supposed to go to court. And guess what? She don't go to court. She don't go to court and follow through. Order protection get thrown out. Next time you see her, she'll be right back with her. She'll be right back with her. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Because some of them come up with crazy mamas. And their mama was crazy. And their mama was abusive to the kids. So now the daughters is abusive. You ever been in a relationship where you could tell it's mismatched families? That you could tell your family was some kind of way and you had a decent family and the person you with family wasn't shit? Because that's really what it be. It be mismatched families. Like you could be a man like me that come from a really nice family. My mom and daddy didn't argue. My mom and daddy didn't fight. You never seen them fighting. I never seen them fight. I never seen them call each other out the name. It was kind of quiet people. And then you meet a woman and she fine and you like her and you kind of like her and you date her and you go with her and stuff. But then her family, maybe her mother was on drugs, wasn't no daddy in the house, maybe the granddad didn't drink a lot. But you don't know that's going to affect your relationship because you just like her. She's nice sometimes. But then you see them family traits that don't match your family traits. And then you say, oh, okay, she don't even have that decency upbringing like that. You know what I'm saying? Her mama crazy, so she ain't, she crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so now you done met somebody you like, you might even have a baby already. But now you done intermingled with another family that don't got the morals your family got. So now you cool like me, you quiet like your daddy, but this woman is wild like her mama now. So it just is a mess. And so that when that woman get with another crazy dude, then she gets beat up. Then she pretends it's him. Now, on the other hand, it could be the other way around. It could be a woman from a pretty decent family that get with a man that's like that. But if the woman is from a quiet, decent family and the man is wild and he hit her, she gonna leave. The only woman that's gonna stay with him is a woman from a low life family too. She the one gonna keep going back and forth. The one with a broken family, probably no daddy in the home, like that somebody drink, issues. So that's the woman get beat up all the time, keep going back. Because a woman from a decent family, you beat her up one time, she ain't never coming back. She ain't never coming back. You know what I'm saying? And so that energy was out there today. It was just really crazy. Like they like on some emotional and fighting type of stuff over Diddy. Emotional over him, like emotional over the case and emotional over it was if you do sociology like me and you're a natural psychiatrist or sociologist, it was a real study. Oh, his bail was denied. uh, if his bail was denied, they locking him up then. If his bail was denied, he gonna do at least 10. He finna do 10. Let me see. Oh, he denied bail. Oh, he going bye bye. Yeah, he not getting probation. He going to prison. Yep, he gone. He gone. If the judge denied his bail, that mean the judge got plans for you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the max is 20 years. They can run them consecutively. If they Democrats, they probably feel like Trump gonna try to pardon them or something anyway, or whatever. It's a lot of politics involved. But yeah, they like, no, you're not going on. You going to prison. So he's going to prison. He gonna have to get pardoned. But at least he not getting no life sentence like that. He not getting no life sentence. But I mean, Diddy, Diddy made a bad mistake. He got on drugs. You know what I'm saying? He got on drugs. He's already from a broken family. He might not. You know what I'm saying? He might. Trump might, and he might not. They are kind of good friends, but Trump has problems in his history with women. So Trump might not want to touch no case of abusing women. See what I'm saying? See, it's a lot more to that. If he pardon you, he ain't gonna want to pardon. Trump is not gonna want to pardon you over nothing that's gonna make him look a certain type of way. And Trump don't have no good. Trump got 37 charges of abuse towards a woman. So with these charges towards a woman, politically, Trump might not touch it because even though Trump is a criminal, Trump look out for Trump first. And if it don't benefit Trump, he not gonna do it. So because this is a case involving abuse to women, Trump might not touch it. He might not touch that. And he black. And so I wouldn't bet that Trump going. I would bet that Trump ain't gonna pardon him. If I had to bet a 2,000, I wouldn't bet I bet he wouldn't. And of course, I'm gonna try to bet to win. So I wouldn't bet he wouldn't unless I really believe most likely he won't. Because when you know what I'm saying, it don't matter. It don't matter. In a world like that, in that world, when you mess up, everybody back up off it. When you start talking crime, I don't give a damn how tight you is. When you start talking about crime, and when you look at what Diddy is being charged with, because see, for them they gotta pardon you. You know what I'm saying? They got when they charge you, all right, and somebody want to pardon you, it have to be something that won't reflect on them. Ain't no politician want to pardon you for beating up women. Nobody gonna want to touch that. You know, nobody's gonna want to touch that. So if I'm Trump's advisor, I'm telling them, no, don't touch that, sir, because everybody gonna start dragging you for your stuff with women, and you gonna take over the news. Y'all know I ain't lying. If Trump pardoned Diddy, what's the news gonna say about Trump? He's a woman abuser. He's got 37 felonies. You know what I'm saying? So if Trump do pardon him, he won't pardon him until his last year in office. When the smoke died down, he'll pardon him. But he would not jump into that storm right now. If he did, he would be just dumb as hell. It'd be really stupid for Trump. Yeah, it'd be one of the stupidest things he could have ever did. You know. So he'll be like, you got to sit down a few months. He might pardon you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he has 34 felonies against a woman though, so he's not gonna want to touch. He's not gonna want to touch that. I can't see him want to touch that. So they're gonna ask him. When you think about pardon Diddy, it's like, oh, it's a terrible thing. He gonna say, you know how Trump say, we'll look into it, that kind of thing. But he ain't gonna want to really touch that because you are an N word. First, you are an N word, and Right now, my constituents is racist. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that started there. Yeah, my constituents is racist. And you is a N-word. And then I'm already a criminal. I see temptation. I got a reputation for mistreating women. So, you know, my name Wes, you know. So I can see him pardoning him, but not until he get ready to leave office. Or maybe a year or two from now. But pardon him right now, and Trump just became president again? Oh hell no. He ain't touching that. Mm-mm. He not gonna touch that. If he did, I would be shocked. I'd be like, wow. But that would be a bad look for a woman abuser because Trump is considered to grab him by the, like bro, that'll look bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard when you're looking at it politically. I'm not. I'm looking at it politically, and I'm looking at a man that's handling his political, in terms of a man dealing with his political career early in his presidency. I would definitely say no. Not just him as just a person without considering him a president and without considering him being really trying to appeal to white supremacists right now. You know, white supremacists not going to be happy if he pardon his N word. You know, I'm just saying. Because y'all know Trump playing the white supremacy card. Trump ain't really no white supremacist. But for the votes, he'll be whatever. Trump ain't never been no white supremacist like that. He was a playboy that could be anywhere, do anything, and sleep with anybody. He was hanging out with blacks all the time. And Trump was always hanging out with blacks. He only played a race card when it's political, like that situation in New York with the brothers, with the Central Park. That was political. That's why he played that way. You know what I'm saying? Because look how he played. He played races with Elon, and then look how he turned on Elon. You know what I'm saying? But right now, politically, I don't think nobody would advise him to touch Diddy right now. That'll just this early. He ain't been the president a year yet. Ooh, that'll be. If he did pardon him, I would have to say that would be the dumbest thing Trump ever did. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a break and then finish. I would be totally shocked. It could happen though. One thing about it, no matter what we say, y'all know anything can happen. Trump is like this. If you Diddy, you was big in rap and all that, and you get in this trouble, and now you're in a bad space for doing stuff to women, but you got some clout, but your enemy is 50 Cent, and 50 Cent doing really good, and 50 Cent working with sports people and working with billionaires, Trump arrived with 50. 50 from New York too. Trump Trump gonna ride with whoever winning. So 50 Cent could call some billionaires to call Trump and say, no, don't get him out, and you ain't getting out. That's Trump. Because let's not forget, 50's with the billionaires now. He's in the billionaires club. He down there in Texas with them filthy rich Texans. I don't know if you've been paying attention. And so just like Diddy got some clout to try to get out, 50 got clout to make sure you don't. So, you know, I don't know if he'll pardon him. If he did though, it would be like 2 years from now. He definitely finna go sit down for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because he not gonna have you go to jail and pardon you soon as he not. They don't do politics like that. Nobody get pardoned right away soon as they get locked up. Not even the January 6th people. They had to sit down a year or so till he got in office. So I ain't never seen nobody get locked up and get pardoned as soon as they get locked up. That's not gonna happen. Ain't no way. But that would be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Diddy. I don't know. See Temptation. I don't know what's wrong with Diddy. He got on them drugs, and I just don't know what happened to him. You know. But I know the fans is crazy because you got the people that got the celebrity hate, and some of the people got the celebrity hate. They really want to see him go to prison, and then you got the idol worshippers, and they really want to see him free. And it's just like two extremes. You know, when I was watching Tisa, it was crazy. You know, this might make no sense to you, but go watch Tisa's broadcast today and it'll make sense then. It was just really crazy. She was crying. She was overdoing it with the hate and the despise for what he did. And then there was some dudes in them out there. They was overdoing it. They was hating on her. They was hollering and screaming. They wanted to attack her because they supported Diddy. It was really crazy. Yeah, they'll max him out. The reason they'll max Diddy out is because the feds have a reputation of not losing. And so the feds looking at it like this. People looking at it saying the feds took a loss. The feds don't like that. This is a federal judge. He a fed. So to save face, they'll max them out. So that all that they gon' you know what I'm saying, it's the feds. They gotta send a message to the world. Play with us, you getting 2 decades. So they might not even run his stuff concurrently. They don't have to. They don't have to run that concurrently. They can give you the 20 ball. That's up to the judge discretion. And being that so many people trying to say Diddy beat the Fed, see, if you was a Diddy supporter, the worst thing you could have did before he sentenced was start saying he beat the feds. I ain't a Diddy supporter. And I wouldn't have wrote that in my title. I went and changed my title. I was rushing. You know, you when the feds go and see, they talking about Diddy beat the feds and Diddy John Gotti, they're gonna say, oh, y'all want him to be John Gotti? All right, he gonna be John Gotti now for real. Lock him up just like we did John. You know, it's like it's the feds, man. The feds don't want to. The feds is the federal lawyers against Steele in them, and the federal lawyers want to win. They not gonna let Steele do them like he did down there in Atlanta. They finna take that win away from, because if they give him 20, that knock all the win out the cell of the defense. Then the defense still lost. If Denny got to do 20 years, the defense lost. 20 years? It's 2025. If they lock him up to 2045, then the defense lost. They lost the case. Getting 20 years is not a win. And so everybody like, yeah, did he beat the feds? They gonna be mad. They gonna be like, oh no. They gotta protect their attorneys. They gotta make their attorneys look like they're doing a good job. So they not gonna let that man walk and embarrass federal attorneys. That federal judge ain't gotta work with Steele and them. That federal judge gotta work with them federal attorneys. They all together. The federal judge is on the side of the federal attorneys. He not on Steele and them side. But he try to be fair and partial, but he don't gotta be, because the jury is the one decide. His son and him getting hit with a lawsuit. Yeah, 2-year probation is what the former District 9 attorney said, or time served. Unfortunately, he don't get to make the decision. The judge make the decision. They can make suggestions. But when you catch a case and you sit down, it's just you and the judge. So, young brothers, when you go to court, remember something. The judge is king. The judge is over all of y'all. The judge is over the defense. The judge is over the prosecutor. The judge is over the detectives, the police, and everybody. And the judge is sitting up here like this, looking at everybody like that. So that's why I tell brothers all the time, when you get a case and you go in front of a judge and the arresting officers and the prosecution, state's attorneys over here, and you over there with your defense attorney, the judge, neither one of y'all ain't shit to the judge. The judge looking at both of y'all like this. The judge is not looking at the prosecutor like this and you like that. The judge ain't looking at you like, the judge looking at both of y'all like, I'm the judge. I'm the one with the most education. I'm the big boss in here. I went to school more than all of y'all. So the judge is like, the first one of y'all lie, lose. The judge is not the friends of the prosecutor or the defense. Always remember that, young brothers, when you go to court. The judge is not nobody's goddamn friend. The judge is big-headed. I'm the judge. Y'all ain't nobody. That's the judge. So all you got to do, young brothers, is don't piss off the judge. If you got a bench trial, the judge is the boss. Now, Diddy's dealing with a bench trial. He was dealing with a jury trial, but the jury's done. So now it's back to a bench trial, meaning right now everything is determined. That's what the attorney said. That's what the attorney said. That's why I'm trying to tell him, Josh, the attorney ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because the evidence is only weak until they give him 20 years, Josh. If the judge give him some weak probation, then the federal evidence was weak. If the judge give him 20 years, then the federal evidence was strong. 20 years strong. If the judge is pissed, and this thing, Mrs. Moore, great question. If the judge is pissed because you had weak evidence when you charged him, and he pissed because he feel you made the federal government look bad, what is the judge gonna do? He gonna make the federal government do what? Look good. You understand? If he pissed because he feel like you making the feds look bad, the judge got the power to make the feds look good. 20 years. Now, guess what? With a wave of a hammer, the judge made the feds look good. And erased all of that. Because at the end of the day, now the whole news story changed. Now all that, yay, Diddy's gone. All of a sudden, Diddy lost. Because that whole energy gonna change if he max Diddy out. Won't nobody be disrespecting the feds no more. So that's why I'm saying it's a high possibility that the judge is gonna protect the feds and make the feds look good and not make it look like the feds wasted a lot of money. And guess what? If they want to take all his money and confiscate stuff, what they got to do? They got to give him the 20 piece if they want to rob him. It's a cold game. I can't see no federal judge helping the feds take a L. I guess. But to me, a federal judge, he finna make that sure they get a win out of it. Because a federal judge is saying, everybody keeps saying Diddy got off. We gonna see if 20 years is getting off. We gonna see. Oh, he got off? All right, okay. He got off? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the federal judge gonna be like, oh, y'all out there saying he got off? Well, I never knew 20 years was off. 20. There's your off. Because the judge look and say 55 years old. If I lock him up till he's 75, that's an L. He'll be done. He won't be able to run his organization no more. You know, I don't know, people, but all these people should have been told not to cheer. Whatever you do, don't cheer. So when they said, okay, he only had them 2 charges, his Diddy's relatives and stuff should have been told to not act happy. Diddy should have been told to still act solemn. To not be like, yes. Because yes, what, nigga? You still looking at 20. So if it was me, psychologically, that's what psychiatry is very important. And they need to start hiring some psychiatrists to really deal with a lot of these things to help people outside, because the mental game is everything. Whether you're playing chess, sports, or whatever, they should have stayed humble. Hey, Josh. Ooh. Especially when it's a federal case and they looking lame. Hey, Josh. especially when it's a federal case and the feds looking weak. Oh man, you know, oh man, oh my God. So now it's like, are they gonna go out weak or are they gonna shut everybody up? Because that's one thing I said this morning. I was like, he's still got two it's Fed cases. I don't know why people cheering. I ain't never in my life known of no two Fed cases being a win. Boy, that's two Fed cases. Don't nobody want them cases. Yeah, they trying to unalive Kells. They trying to unalive Kells. Kells would have got a better deal, but Kells was broke. Kells didn't have no money. Kells messed up a lot of money. These brothers be buying all these homes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He served for 30 years because he messed all his money up. He didn't have no defense. He didn't have no money to fight his case. Spending all that money. You're supposed to always spend your money on the back end. You're not supposed to spend your money on the front end. You're a young rapper and stuff. Every money you save and stash, that's supposed to be money for when you're 40. That's not supposed to be money you trick off in your 20s. You're supposed to stack that for when you're 40. Because if you go trick it off in your 30s, what you going to have when you get 40? What? You know? Like I said, with this, we just be guessing, so I could be wrong. But if I had to bet, it's a high possibility he get 15 or 20. A lot of his money went on the first case, but man, I work with him, so I don't want to say too much. I will say one time, Kel said he finna get married. He get to his house. He done bought a big ass harp. You know how much money he spent for that harp? Talking about he gonna marry the harp. This kind of stuff dude was doing. And he couldn't read. So he was getting cheated left and right. And then he was booking the studio for hours and hours and hours and not working. We worked at tracks. And Kales would have the studio booked. Let's say he got the studio booked all this week. He's supposed to start working Monday. No show Monday. No show Tuesday. No show Wednesday. Show Wednesday night, 2 in the morning. Stuff like that. To the point where they had this gangster that collected for Jive Records. I ain't gonna say his name. And he had to come up there, to make it understood that Jive Records need their money. You feel me? That they need some work done in there or it's gonna be a problem. Because Kels was just giving all this money to the studio. Because you gotta pay the studio whether you show up or not. You know what I'm saying? So if I book the studio at 7 p.m., at 7 p.m. they start charging me. So even if I don't get there, you know what I'm saying? Even if I don't get there, whenever I get there, I still owe from 7. So Combs sentencing for October 3rd at 10 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, they're gonna slam Kels. Now that his attorneys ain't got no say so, and now that everything is based on the feds, so they got to run him consecutive because it's the same charge. Okay, well, then they're going to give him the whole 10 then, which is good because if they give him the 10, if they give him the 10, that's good because he only like, what, 55? So if they give him the 10, he get out at like 60. He'll get out like 5. Now they might make him do the 80%. So he might get out at 8. You know what I'm saying? They might make him do the 80%. The feds is tripped out. They don't be liking to cut nothing, deals or none of that. You know, sometimes the feds won't cut you nothing. So sometimes if they give them 10, the feds will make you do the whole 10. No good time. You know, the feds tripped out, man. That's why nobody want to go to the feds. You know, nobody want a Fed case, man. A Fed case is hard time. You hear me? Hard time. Hard time. But he might be able to get to one of them chilled out federal prisons, though, because he got money. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing about the feds. The feds got them like country club type, prisons. So by him having a certain amount of money, they might send him, where all of the people, the stock market people that did crimes, he might be able to go with them. You know what I'm saying? He got good attorneys, he got money. So he might get to go to one of the more, chilled out prisons where the rich people go. Like here in Illinois, they got a state prison that's minimum. They got minimum, medium, and max. And they got a medium prison where my boy was at. And it ain't no gate or nothing. It ain't no gate. It ain't no cells. It's rooms. And they wear street clothes. The jury. I go in there. He got all the street clothes. He got all his chains on. And you could just walk out. You could just walk out and be gone. But when they catch you, they're going to put you in the, probably max. But the minimum ain't got no gate, no guards. Where is that? I forgot the name of it. It's right before you get to, what is that state next to us? Hold on. It's right before you get to Iowa. So it's up by Davenport. Matter of fact, it is Davenport because we passed the prison and ended up in the next state and had to go over a bridge and turn around and come back. And I was panicking because I was a criminal. And I don't think I wasn't allowed to leave the state because I had a probation. I had a serious probation. So I wasn't allowed to leave the state. And I'm not supposed to be going to visit him because criminals ain't supposed to visit criminals. So I'm taking penitentiary chances. And the place was right there, but it was a regular place. And we drove right by it. And there wasn't nowhere to turn around. We had to go to the next state and turn around and come back over the bridge. I had to go over the bridge, turn around and come back. And so all I needed to do was get pulled over just a short distance over that bridge. And they run my shit and found out I was on probation. And I could have went to prison. It was Davenport because it's right there on the border. I know for sure it was Davenport. And we had drove into Iowa to go visit my boy Rock. Max's lifers. Yeah, Max's lifers and crazy bugs. You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily have to be a lifer, but let's say you're extremely violent and you're looking at 20, 30, but still you're extremely violent. You got to go to max. So you could go to the max if you don't know how to act at the other ones. And you always fight and you want to beat up guards and all that. They'll send you to max. So you don't have to be a lifer to be a max. All you got to do is be a threat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right there, Iowa. Yep. Yep, going to visit my boy. And I don't think they let us see him, too. I don't think we got to see him because they asked, they say, any of y'all got felonies? And I was too scared to say no. I said, yeah. They said, I think that's the time they say you can't come in, I think. So I don't think we got a chance to see him. The time I got to see him, I went with his wife. I wasn't supposed to see him then either, but they didn't ask all them questions. But yeah, that time we went up there, we drove all the way back. We didn't get to see him because we both was criminals. We was both. We was lucky we wasn't in prison. But you wear your regular clothes up in there, and your jewelry and everything. They in there with alligator shoes on and all that. Leather jackets, mink jackets. It's crazy. It's crazy. But this situation right here, yeah, if they gotta run them concurrently, they not gonna give him 10. I don't know about New York, but he could easily get 2 years served. But I don't know if they do 2 for 1s. Let me see. No, I didn't ask for federal prison. I asked for federal. Wait, he's not in a federal jail. What kind of jail is he in? Hold on. What kind of jail is he in? He's in the Metropolitan Detention Center. That's federal. Oh, he don't get 2 for 1s. Oh yeah, it's federal. I'm thinking state. Oh. Yeah, he don't even get 2 for 1, so he only gonna get 1 year. Time served. He can't get time served if they give him 10. If they give him 10, he gonna have to serve 9. The only way he gonna get time served is if they only planning to give him a year or 2. But if the judge planning to max him out and give him 10, that ain't going to be time served. He's in a federal detention center. But he not getting no, you can only get time served if it's close to the time the judge give you. So in other words, if the judge decide he want to give you 2 years, he can say time served. But if the judge decide he want to max you out and give you the 10, you not getting no time served for no 1 year. You gonna still owe them 9. So he'll say it's 9 years with 1 year served. He'll say 10 years with 1 year served. So your sentence is 9 years. And he'll do a 9 piece, which is most likely. Because the state is cool. The feds is not cool at all. That's why nobody wants the feds. The feds is hardcore. They don't really do breaks. But I'll be surprised. But I ain't never heard of the feds giving no breaks. What you think, Josh? The feds don't get no breaks, do they, bro? Hell no. The state, though. No, I ain't seen them. I gotta check them out. What is that? Is them female basketball players or males? You gotta do 85% of your time. So if he want to give you a 10, you gotta do 8. If they give you 8 with time served, if they give you 8 with, he'll have to do 7 then. He'll do 7. But they still sentence you for the full, and then they just let you out. Because that 85% is based on how you act. Hell no. The feds is, hey, Josh. And still do federal probation. Hey, Josh. All we ever hear about the feds is you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I've ever heard is you don't want no Fed charge. That's all I know is that everybody's terrified of a Fed charge. From what I understand, a state charge is a walk in the park. So he'll be 62 when he get out. So he'll be like 5 years younger than me. He'll still have a long life ahead of him if he work out and stay in shape. The problem is he ain't getting out. He got more cases coming. Cause he probably definitely going to prison for the Tupac murder. And he might go to prison for the Biggie murder. Puff got more cases coming. Puff, it's time to pay. You ever heard the story about the devil in the pit? The devil in the pitchfork. The devil went to the farmer, and the farmer sold his soul to the devil. And the devil said, "I'll make you do good." And the farmer went and started doing real good. But soon as the farmer started doing good, the devil showed up, ready to collect. So the farmer's like, damn, I just started doing good. And the devil's like, I didn't tell you when. I didn't tell you when it's time to collect. That's how that be working. You're going to do all this evil and stuff, but you're going to have to pay. But when it's time to pay, it's going to be at the most inconvenient time. When it's time to pay, it's going to make it not worth the deal. That's how that works. When you play with the devil, you got to pay. And when it's time to pay, when it's time to pay, it make the deal no good. You don't benefit from the deal. When it's time to pay, mess up the whole deal. Know what I'm saying? And Diddy just did too much. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, putting bounties on people for death row chains. I don't know what was wrong with dude. Then he went and got on them substances. I don't know. I don't know. I know when history record, and the music black, it's gonna show Diddy and Suge as two of those most stupidest people in black music history. Diddy and Suge, yeah, Diddy and Suge is some dumbasses. I swear to God. Just think about it. Them brothers could have worked together, and look what would have happened. Let's just think about the Biggie Pac collabs and Mason and all Snoop and all them working together and what they could have built for the black community. Instead, they was going back and forth, trying to be gangsters, warring with each other. Biggie gone, Pac gone, Suge locked up, and Diddy locked up. And that's a Bible story. If that ain't no Bible story, it ain't one. Both of their top rappers gone, and both of the CEOs gone. And the whole thing was negative. The whole thing was like negative. In the future, that's what the children gonna be teaching. That this fool called himself death row, and this fool called himself bad. And bad's not good. Yeah, you bad boy. And you death row. And death and bad, come on. We want life and good. We want good life, not a bad death. What is they doing? We want a good life. We don't want bad death, bad boy, death row. Just some dark stuff. Boy, what is wrong with them? Both of them were some demons. Both of them on demon time. And now our youth and stuff got to suffer because this is stuff for our children we could have passed down. Now, the powers that be, the real powers that be, going to come in and take it all. Take it all. The real powers that be going to come and take all of it. It's just, I don't know what's wrong with us. I don't know. It's just mind blowing. It really is. If you look at the symbolism, how they both was dark. Y'all ever paid attention to the darkness? Look at this. Just look at this. Look at that. You see the evil? Now this is what crazy. They enemies, right? Well, if they enemies, why they doing the same thing? Y'all don't peep that. Look, they enemies, but they on the same side, the dark side. This fool got his thing say death row with a man in an electric chair. Look at him. The same imagery to the T. Both in prison. Both lost everything they had in the music business. You see this, TC? See Temptation? Tell me this not creepy. This is creepy. So even though they was battling with each other, they was both working for the same Lucifer. They had the same master and didn't even know it. Boy, I'm telling you. They had the same master giving them the same orders to move the same way. And they ain't even know it. And Puff was working and paying the Crips, and Suge was with the Bloods. Because Puff was working with the Crips. That's what the whole check and Keefy D and the $1 million to get rid of Tupac. And Orlando was a Crip that Tupac and them beat up. The car that pulled up to shoot Pac, them was Crips. They got Snoop having a walkie-talkie and hearing the gunshots when they shoot Pac. And they saying Snoop said, got him. Oh, no, somebody on the walkie-talkie said, got him. And then they got Snoop telling Daz, don't go out there. Don't go to the fight. And Daz saying, I ain't got to be around them. Because Warren G told a story about listening to the shooting on the walkie-talkie, talking too much. Shoot, Diddy's other son is Al B. Sure as his daddy, and they saying he tried to unalive Al B. Sure. They saying he might have unalived Heavy D, and he tried to unalive, there's one more person. Oh, well, they said Kim. They say unalive Kim, his children's mother. They saying Diddy got M's under his belt already. I don't know if y'all be reading everything. I be seeing everything. They saying Diddy. They said Diddy was beefing with, when Diddy beef with you, he get rid of it. Remember he went and bust dude over there with the bottle over the Nas video. Diddy dark, man. Diddy. I forgot what the reason was. But they saying all of their passes was mysterious. And that he got rid of Al B. Sure, and now he got Al B. Sure's son. How you got Al B. Sure's son when Al B. Sure's still alive? You can find it. You go on YouTube, you'll find the story. Man, Man, the stories about Diddy, man, some dark stuff, some real dark stuff. Because, you know, him and Pac fell out because he wanted to sleep with Pac, allegedly. He made a pass at Pac. It was like, I'll be sure, had some issues. And like I said, I'll be sure somebody tried to unalive Al. Al still ain't 100% well from whatever they gave him. The stories is crazy. The stories about that whole thing with Diddy and Suge is crazy. About what Suge was doing to men up in them offices, man, listen, it was all dark. Yeah, heck yeah. Heck, it was dark. It was all dark. A lot of stuff. Heck yeah, Diddy's been behind a whole lot of stuff. Him and Suge. They been behind a lot of stuff. It's all gonna come out though. It's all gonna come out. It's all gonna come out. That's why they grabbed Keepy D. Some people believe they're gonna grab Puff any day. For the Tupac situation. They saying he the one put up the $1 million. And Keepy D gonna tell it all. That's why they pressuring Keepy D. It's a real mess, y'all. And the people is out there worshiping the idols or hating, worshiping the stars or hating them. Just going too far either way. Just hating them because they stars or just worshiping them because they stars. Instead of just accepting what they do. Man, with Usher, man, what they say about Usher, man, you can't even repeat it over here. Yeah, yeah. Keep it let you know, they work with Puff. They was Puff security. The Crips under Keepy D was Puff's security. Yeah, that's why they was hired. And security, they was warned. It was like serious war, like shootouts and all that. That's how dude got smoked down in Atlanta. Wolf. Didn't get Wolves get smoked in Atlanta? This is the last time they come Puff. No, no, they coming after Puff right now. No. Mm. They coming after Puff right now already. They already coming after. No, Puff, man, Puff is finished. They dropped another case on Puff on the 27th. The, the same day they was getting ready to go into deliberation for the case now, they came out to Puff on the 27th. On the 27th, they came out to him already. Jay, he already got another case. Him and his son. You know what I'm saying? It's all bad for dude. Sean Diddy Combs and son Guston Combs hit with a GR lawsuit. Okay. A woman filed it. He got so much stuff coming down the pipeline. That's why they ain't let him go home. That's why they not letting him go home. Because he's liable to get arrested before his bail date. Man, that man finished. Yeah, that's what it was, baby Lane. It's all bad, y'all. Trust me. It's all bad. Trust me what I'm telling you. It's all bad. I just don't want to repeat all of the stories I've been heard, but it's real bad. They crying outside the courthouse because it's all bad. These Puff got cases lined up, okay? Puff got cases lined up, y'all. I'm telling you. He didn't did. Man, when the feds get on your neck, if the feds after me, they'll put two cases on me and they'll set them up and they'll say, okay, we do an investigation. They'll say, do an investigation on this one first. Then they'll get the investigation on that and have it wrapped up and get ready to prosecute me. While they doing that, they'll say, okay, now go build up the everything on this one. So by the time they prosecute me over here and find me guilty and got me waiting for what prison I'm gonna go to, boom, then they come with all this stuff. And the way Puff and Suge was acting, come on, man, they was so sloppy. I'm in the music business. I'm telling you what I know. They just they be thinking they real mafias. They be wanting to be real gangsters. They watch too much Sopranos. You know what I'm saying? Heck no, they not telling you the real story. Man, I've been telling everybody that this case with Puff is not the real case. This case is to hide the real case. This case is to make you think that freak offs is three people. Freak offs is not no three people. That was not the freak offs. And there was more people at that stuff, and they protecting the other people. Ain't nobody got no hundreds of bottles of baby oil for no 3 people. It's all common sense. If you got 100 bottles of baby oil, that means you renting whole floors of hotels. You having big parties, and you giving them out to everybody. You're not going to buy all that baby oil for 3 people. I believe, and I keep saying, that hotel situation was after everything ended. After everything ended, that's when the hotel situation happened. After everything ended. And that whole floor was rented, and people was in them rooms, and they had checked out, because there is no way he beat that girl up in the hallway and didn't nobody come out none of the rooms. Why rent the whole floor and only use 2 rooms? This picture here, before they come and do all this stuff in the hallway, is a picture after the freak off. The freak off was over, and all the other guests was gone. And then Cassie tried to steal footage and the phone with the stuff on it. He didn't just beat her up. When you see a man beat somebody up at that aggression, what did she do? He didn't beat her up because she was trying to leave. She was trying to steal that footage that he be selling to the black web of all them people that was in these rooms. And can't nobody tell me I'm wrong unless the hotel is willing to show us 5 days of check out and check in on that flow. Show us, I bet you they ain't got no footage of 5 days of this hallway so you can see all of these people going in these rooms. All these rooms was full. And when you see that him beat up Casey, the event was over and everybody had went home. And that's why, because if you go to a hotel and you beat somebody up in the hall, somebody going to come out their room and saying, what you doing? And you're not going to rent no whole floor just to be in those 3 rooms. You're going to rent the whole floor because you're going to be doing stuff on the whole floor. And that the Cassie case was to cover up the freak-offs. I keep telling you that. This case is to cover up the freak-offs and make you believe that the freak-offs was just 3 people, thereby protecting the hundreds of people that was really involved in it. Now, everybody believed that a freak-off is 3 people. And that's why so many people saying free Diddy, because they saying that ain't no freak-off, that ain't illegal. No, it's not illegal because that's not really the freak-off. That's not the freak-off. Y'all know that him and Cassie and some dude is not the freak-off. And y'all know the sex worker is lying. He not, y'all really believe that man flew all the way there just for one lady? Man, listen, and he was not the only one there. That's the one they decided to testify. It was probably 50 of them dudes flew in from all over the place. And Diddy had cameras in all these rooms, remote, with the main computer in one room. He was filming the whole thing, walking around with a veil on his face, and had his phone to get his edits. And it was on the dark web. And that's why he was in the room telling them, do this, do that, do that. He was making a film. It was live what he had them doing. And he's telling them to do that stuff, and he's charging money It probably cost you $100,000 to $250,000 to see what they was doing. Because when I looked at this hallway, I said, nah, she ain't running down no hallway and he beating up in the hallway and ain't nobody come out no room. So if ain't nobody come out no room, that means everybody checked out. Well, everybody checked out. Okay, so everybody checked out. So who had checked in? Who was on that floor with them? Everybody that was in that freak out. Everybody had left and it was time to leave. Common sense tell you whenever she stole it when the event was over. The event was over and she tried to take the footage and escape. That's why he beat her up, because she had grabbed something valuable. Listen, y'all know that he wouldn't have beat her up unless it was something real serious. And did y'all see when he walked back with the phone, he took the phone, she had the phone. What's on the phone? Everybody know he was recording close-up scenes on his phone. And he had another room. So like if you in this room, it's a room over there, and I got the cameras in all the rooms, but the cameras is automatically remote control run into the main room. This is all being done digitally. And so I'm filming all the rooms at one time. I'm getting all this footage and I'm directly transferring this footage into my computer to the dark web. Remember, the mail worker said he went in there and the laptop was up and he closed it. And what was that laptop doing? It was on the dark web. Listen, Diddy wasn't just doing no free off. Diddy was making money. They try to make y'all think Diddy cracked. Diddy was making money. Y'all think Diddy was just wasting money and spending money on them for free? That man, them freak offs, Diddy was probably making $5 million a freak off. Easily. $2 million on the slow day. You understand? The type of stuff they was really doing, he'd be under the prison for life for sure. It's set up so a man can come upstairs, get out the elevator, him and his wife and the child, and go in the room. But it ain't his wife and it ain't his child. And they doing all kind of stuff to that child in that room. And it's being recorded. And you in another room, so you can't see it. So Casey and them don't know what's going on in room 204, 206, 208. All you know is what's going on in your room. So this is why everybody say Diddy is innocent, because they sold you a lie on the freak off. That wasn't no freak off. The real freak off is a lot of people. And Diddy had got high tech and he was having different people in different rooms. So you would have to be comfortable in your room doing this. So you in this room choking each other, whatever. You in this room doing that. You in this room doing that. He's running it all to a circuit breaker. He's running it all to the computer. He's in the music business. That's what we do. In the music business, we shoot videos. We hook up sound. We able to make sound come from over there in here. That's what he do, electronics. He know the kind of people can set that up. They got Asian boys can set that up with this computer. I can come right here with this computer. I can have 9 cameras. I can go put each camera in a room. I can turn this computer on. I can turn on each camera and I can see everything in every room. And I can push record. Not only that, I can send each camera to the customers so I can see the customers in Beijing. I can see the customers in China, the customers in Arabia, I can see the customers in New England. I can see the customers in Florida. I can see all my customers. They paying. Boom. Dark web. Boom. And I'm sending you the videos and you watching the videos. No sound. No sound, just visuals. And the star is Cassie. And 50's baby mama. You can sell like everybody gonna want to pay because the stars is who? Somebody. They gotta have, and it's more than that. It's more than that. He got stars there. He got stars. That's why he could sell it for so much. On top of that, he got freak offs that nobody know about because he had parties and he had all the rooms wired to the same system and he's recording this whole party. So if this male actor sneak off in the bathroom with this male comedian and do something, little do they know, Diddy recorded it and sold it on the dark web. Because he know at these parties, he got all these rooms. He know you're going to sneak off and have sex. But he know you don't know he recording it. So imagine I'm at a party. Diddy say, hey, do whatever. It's already known. I can go and use any of these rooms. It's a big mansion. I got this fine chick. I take her in the back room. We doing all kind of crazy stuff. But what I don't know, it's being recorded. So now I'm a big basketball player celebrity. And now they got me with this lady on her knees doing all kind of stuff to me. And then I might be wild. So I might do anything. I might do something wild to her. Boom, recorded. So this shit sold all the way over in Amsterdam somewhere. So I don't know. I got footage in Amsterdam. How I'ma know? The people that's buying ain't gonna let nobody see it. So you could be doing animals, kids, all kind of stuff, and nobody know you selling this stuff. That man was recording people and selling them. Some that knew and some don't. Cassie know. That's what I believe. This is what gave it away. When I seen this hotel, I said, man, this was a freak off, and there wasn't no freak off in no one room. All these rooms was the freak off. All these rooms was the freak off. Not that room down there to your right where they came out. Every one of these rooms was being recorded. And with what you looking at is you looking at after everybody left. Nobody was there no more. They was gone. And you're not going to see no footage of that hotel that week. I challenged them to release the footage of 5 days of just this floor. As a matter of fact, I don't believe the elevator came up to that floor. I believe they locked it from coming to that floor. Because you ever notice she ran the hallway and the elevator never came? So once you went up there, you was stuck up there. I bet you couldn't get off that floor until he let you out. Just think about it. When you're thinking, she ran around that corner, she went to the elevator and it never came. It was a minute for Diddy turned that corner looking for her. And then no elevator never come. Nobody never walked out no elevator and nobody never walked out no room. That's not suspicious. That's suspicious. That elevator didn't come up there. Look how long it took for the guy that worked there finally got upstairs. He probably had to take the elevator to the floor below there and then take the stairs up. This whole floor was locked down. Probably the top one. So probably the top one. There was people all up and down that floor doing all type of stuff. A lot of them with masks on, so you don't know who they are. Masquerade party, which is ancient, way back to ancient France and Europe. Where they put masks on, so you don't know who doing what. You here with this dude, he doing all this stuff, but he got a mask on his head like a goat. You don't know who under that goat mask. This man got a big old mask head, a goat head on. This is what they doing, so you don't know who it is. Cover their tattoos, get the henna tattoos to cover their tattoos. Nah, nah. He ain't rented them rooms to cover them rooms. Nah, nah. Them freak offs, what I'm trying to tell you, Tommy. Them freak offs was not, they lying. Them freak offs was not KCM and no woman. Them freak offs was a lot of people. They lying. They selling you that's a freak off so you won't investigate no more. Case closed. Listen, Tommy, tell me I'm lying. Before we saw the freak offs and knew it was Casey, the dude, and Diddy, did you not think freak offs was like people like Will Smith and people like that? We thought freak offs was a lot of people. Everybody thought. We just knew that freak offs was a lot of people. Why are they spending so much effort to make us think freak offs is three people? Y'all know in the back of y'all mind that freak offs ain't no damn three people. They running a scam. They protecting the rest of the people. Tommy, I'm telling you, they use this case to change the narrative on what a freak off is. And they raided that house to get them videotapes and to get the freak off stuff. That's why they raided Diddy's house. They raided that house to get the evidence of all these famous people. That's why they didn't arrest him. That's why it was Homeland Security. They went in there looking for all them tapes he got of all them celebrities. That's what they went in there for. That this is just my theory, which is the only thing that make any sense. Don't nothing else make no sense. Because when they run in your house like this, you go to jail that day. Didn't go to jail for what, another month and a half, 2 months before they went and got him? So what did they go in there looking for? Homeland Security. What was they looking for? They looking for them tapes. And what was Diddy talk about when he told his son from the jail phone? Did you get rid of the pizza boxes? And what was his son mean when he said the stupid police went to the stuff was in the other house? What stuff? I'm telling you what was going on. This Diddy case was to change the narrative of what a freak off is. That's it. And now they got that out the way. Now they going to hang him out to dry. But they got the first order of business out of the way. Nobody's going to suspect a bunch of people involved no more. Everybody like, man, throw this case out. Man, it was just Diddy and the girl. It's just Diddy and the girl. That's why everybody wanted to throw it out. They didn't even have to use the freak offs. The feds had people working. No, I didn't say they used the freak offs. I said they trying to hide the freak offs. They trying to protect all these people, billionaires, politicians, millionaires. They trying to protect them. They went in there to confiscate them pictures and them videos and to change the narrative of what a freak off is. That's why they kept calling it a freak off. You're not listening to what I'm telling you, Alden. They kept calling it a freak off so you'll believe it's a freak off, but those wasn't the freak offs. Those wasn't the freak offs. Freak offs ain't no three people. Freak offs is not no three people. There's no freak offs. It's not no three people. I never heard of no freak off, no three people call. They got a term. What do they call three people? What do they call three people? They don't call it no freak off. It's a word for three people. Exactly. Exactly. Now just think back. Everybody was saying freak offs, and everybody was throwing up Justin Bieber, this one, that one, Usher, this one, that one. They was throwing everybody in the freak offs. They was looking at all of Diddy's parties, pictures of his parties, and they was accusing all them people of being a freak off. Now the powers that be got to change that narrative. So they go in there and they go and get all of the proof of all these people in the freak off. Then they come back and arrest Diddy and make up this big case and got everybody thinking they finna watch the freak off case and then present you evidence of three people, thereby making everybody saying, free Diddy. It was genius. This ain't no freak off. That's why everybody look at the Diddy case like some bull, because it is. Everybody like, this ain't no freak off. That's just him with a couple prostitutes. It's just a threesome. Bam. They talking all this stuff. They only show videos to the jury of the three of them. They don't show you whatever they took out this house is gone. That's just my theory. Because this looked like a hotel where everybody done checked out already. And I've been in hotels, I'm 67, and I know a hotel when everybody checked out. This is the hotel at 11 in the morning, 12 noon. This is the only time a hotel looked like this. As soon as they clean all the rooms from 2 o'clock, the hotel is back popping. And that man had that whole floor. And the question is, did he have the whole floor to be in one room, or did he have people in all these rooms that were already gone home? Exactly. Everybody know that. I'm just showing y'all what I believe happened. And they want the rest of them tapes and the rest of them pictures. That's what they want. They want the pizza boxes. They told the son, did you get rid of the pizza box? This is after the raid. That means after the raid, if Diddy's on the jail phone asking his son, did you get rid of the pizza boxes? That means the police didn't find everything. Okay, so if the police didn't find everything, and they feel like he got some more valuable information, and he got some more pictures hidden, would they let him out on bail? Would they ever let him out if they don't get their hands on them pictures? No. That's why they're not letting him out. He's a danger to society. Who in society? Whoever's on the pizza box pictures and videos. Oh, since the son got the pizza boxes, okay, go grab the sons. Go grab the sons. They looking for the rest of that stuff. Diddy got pictures and videos, and Diddy was extorting people. And that's why they sent the feds on him. Diddy threatened somebody. Diddy threatened somebody with exposing them at one of these freak-offs. And they sent them people to him. How do I know that? Because what did he tell Cassie? He got on a plane with her. He showed her a video. And he said, if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm going to put this out all over the world and I'm going to send it to your mama. Now, the question is, what exactly was she doing that would have been so bad that it would have made a difference? Because her doing something with two men wouldn't have made no difference. Her getting urinated on wouldn't have made no difference. But her with some children or her with some animals would have made a difference. Which video did he threaten with? What was that video? How bad was it? What exactly was it? Was her eating human waste out of somebody? See what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing we seen. I guarantee you the video he showed her, I guarantee you the fans don't got that video. And when the son said they raided the wrong house, that means everything was well. And when he called and said, did you get rid of the pizza boxes? And you do know what Pizzagate is, right? Pizzagate was a scandal where they was claiming a pizza shop and they was using pizza as a code word to order children for child sex or sex trafficking. And it was called Pizzagate. So why he used the word pizza box? I'm telling you, these people was in it deep. The son said, yeah, look up Pizzagate. Because right away when they played it, he asked the son from jail. Now, Diddy calling his son from jail on a recorded phone, asking his son, did you get rid of the pizza boxes? Which means for him to say something that the feds could hear, that means that was a 911. Till he called from jail and incriminated himself to make sure, did you get rid of the pizza boxes? Now, that ain't them pizza boxes, that ain't no regular stuff. So that means the pizza boxes is out there, which means if you let Diddy out, he'll go get his hands on the pizza boxes. So no, you can't get out. And they're going to grab his sons and they're going to grab everybody to the point where the pizza boxes will be somewhere, but won't nobody never get them. This is bigger. This is big. This is bigger than what they want to tell you. Diddy was on some dark web stuff, video stuff. Okay. Diddy was on some other stuff. Okay, he was on some dark web stuff. Okay. He was on some global weirdo stuff. See, even look at this. What is Combs Global? Look at the logo. Don't that logo look weird? Like it's some type of symbolism we don't know nothing about? Look at that logo. And tell me that logo don't look like some type of symbolism from some ancient something. I'm going to find out what it is. I guarantee you this logo means something. It ain't just no coincidence they put that together. It looked weird. To me, it looked like some type of... It look like it means something. It's like those PDF symbols. Is that what it's like? And what is called global? What is he doing globally? The dark web is global. And that's why they're not letting him out. They're not letting him out. That's what they mean, like he's a danger to society. Yeah, he a danger to whoever film he still got on film and stuff. The man was extorting people. The man had crazy fetishes. The man got some people on film doing crazy stuff. Ain't no doubt in my man. If he going, he take and a man be on a woman and he wipe it off of him and rub it on his chest, you already know when a man with a woman and put something on her chest and he take it and rub it on his chest or put it on her butt or put it on her and he dig it out of her and rub it on him, you already know this is like some other stuff. This is like some super dark underground stuff that he was on. This not no regular stuff. This is stuff you ain't gonna see at no porn video store or nothing. You got to ask for the special tapes to see whatever they was doing. It ain't gonna be in the front. You got to know what you asking for. And we squares, we don't know what he was doing. I guarantee you, you're gonna remember one day they gonna say a word or they gonna describe something, and you're gonna say Pharaoh was talking about that because we don't even know the word for it. I bet it's a word for it. Yeah, Josh, but it's a new word for it, ain't it, Josh? Hey, Josh, ain't it a word out here for something that we don't know? A new word that we don't know. I guarantee you there's a new word out here that we don't know. We don't know it. You got to know it to know it. This is why none of the women was against him. Yeah, it's a word out here they doing. It's a word. It's a word. It's something else they doing. They doing something else, but we don't know what it is. You got to be in that world. Okay, let me see. Let me see. He say, right, right. That's the meaning, but I'm talking about a slang. There's a slang. There's a slang for events that we don't know. I'm sure it is. There is a slang for an event. Just like nobody heard of freak offs. Now, like a slang, like not no definition word, like a street term, like how you'll make up something. Like how you'll make up something for an event. Not nothing that's a not nothing that's a real word. A word that they put together to mean an event. There's an event that we don't know nothing about, and it's called something. You know what I'm saying? It's an event. It's an event. By the time we hear about it, it'll be 3 years from now before we hear about it. Because it was freak offs how long before we finally heard of freak offs? And if you just listen to the word freak offs, it don't sound like it's what they showing us. Freak offs sound way worse than them three people. I bet you that. I bet you we don't know what a real freak off is. I bet you we don't know what a real freak off is. I bet you anything. But what they show, that ain't no freak off. That ain't no freak off. Them videos was just them dwindling around and hanging around after the events was over, or either there way before the events happened. They ain't got no video footage of the real freak offs. They ain't got that stuff. That stuff, they not gonna find that stuff. They got computer hacks and stuff can make that stuff into a code where it just be numbers. And you got to put it into something to open it up and turn it to a file. This computer technology is on a whole nother level. They can have videos and it just be a code. You have to copy that code and put it somewhere in order for you to see what the hell it is. But it's some next level underground money making. Heck yeah, Bonita. I don't know what it is, but I know it's something. I know one thing. What they've been showing us, that ain't it. Everything they show us about Diddy is watered down. They not showing us nothing real. They not showing us the real thing. Okay? I know that much. I know they giving us the watered down version. Diddy make money. And Diddy wasn't doing that to be dark. Diddy was making money. They trying to make us think that Diddy was doing something to be a weirdo. But I don't believe that. I believe Diddy was making some money. If you know anything about these sheiks and stuff in Saudi Arabia, they be back off in their places and they filthy rich. So the regular Muslims with all them Islamic laws can't go back there. So they saying one thing out in the public, but I heard back in there, back off in where they live at, where the poor Arabs can't come, I heard it's a whole nother level of weirdness, things that we couldn't comprehend. That them sheiks in Saudi Arabia is doing back there in them castles and the stuff they doing in Dubai. Because women is going to Dubai, and what they said that he had a man do to Casey, they doing the other thing. And that's the big thing. And you notice they never bring that up. And that's the big thing now. Urinating is not the big thing. The other thing is the big thing that women going to have men do on them. And that's been back when I was a kid. I remember an old prostitute. She used to make money going to men's house for them to do that on her. And he figured out because you understand that when you're in the music business, you become advanced with technology. You become advanced with technology. So you become advanced with music technology first. Then you become advanced with internet technology. Then you become advanced with recording technology. Well, when you're that rich, imagine the level of advancement he is with recording technology. Imagine how much he could pay for a laptop and how strong it'll be and how much things it could do and the type of people he around. He's around these real hackers, these real computer whizzes. So I don't believe Diddy was just no weirdo. Diddy was getting money. Ain't no way Diddy was doing that shit for money. And Diddy was only taking up substance to stay up to get that money. That shit was for money. That's why they would pay all that. Man ain't paying all that unless he making money, unless you making some serious money. And depending on how sick the footage is, the more you make. If you get something to some really crazy stuff, yeah, they'll pay you $500,000 or $1 million to watch it. Especially if you get celebrities in it. They'll pay $1 million just to log in. And they'll pay a fee to be a part of your secret club. I believe that. I believe he got an internet company going for wild stuff. That's what I believe. Because don't nothing else make no sense. That trial don't make no sense. Them raids don't that stuff don't make no sense. Them women ain't telling. Them women only answering questions. If they only answering what you know. So they know you know this much, so they answer questions right here. They know you don't know this much, so they ain't got to answer them questions. They doing something that the prosecutors would never answer them because the prosecutors don't know nothing about it. So it'll never come into play to even ask about it. I believe that. But look, that's it with that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Make sure you support more. Make a donation. Hit the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Stay positive and keep your eyes open and keep your eyes on your daughters and keep your eyes on your babies. Keep your eyes on your children because they'll be making money off your children and you'll never know it. Victory.